Ah, yes. Finally. Time to get down to business. Because for somebody stupid like me, I'm going to need to. Let me just go to the options and... Language, English, text box. Adjust text box. Transparency, vibration. Single box. Let's skip. I'm not going to be skipping any of these, so, but I'll do single box skip just in case. Please welcome everyone. And my name is Ken33, and today I'm going to be playing another one of my favorite games. Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, the Trilogy. It is trademarked. I don't own it, so. Let's get started with this. Okay. So, if you guys don't know the Phoenix Wright Trilogy, you guys will not get any of this. If I decide to play a Justice for All, that's for you guys to decide if you guys like this game. Remember to slam down that like button, guys. Alright, just remember to say objection if anyone tells you otherwise. Okay, let's start out with the first game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. If you guys don't know what this game is about, this is going to test my skills of paying attention and being smart. Which, as you know, I am not that smart. I am a dumbass. A dingle-dong. Alright, so let's play the first turnabout. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Sonic Guy. August 3rd. 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Hey, Chief. Oh my gosh. I've never seen you look so beautiful today, Chief. Is there a way that I can... Phew. I'm glad I made it on time, Phoenix. You know, never seen you look so dashing. Well, I had to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder case. A murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you. And your client as well. But no, it says more about you. Thanks. Oh god, I can't. I gotta try not to stare at her chest. Don't do it, Phoenix. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? Phoenix, you never told me you were into this stuff. Oh my. You mean you knew the defendant before this case? No, yes, I knew the defendant. No, I'm not into that type of stuff, Mia. God, let me do what I want. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yes, we all heard him just say that, Mia. Yeah. Nick! Like zoinks, man. What's going on? Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. Bamboozled. Busted. Done. Donezo. Deceased. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Your father? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Ken Wright. Anytime I see the name Phoenix, I'm going to say Ken from now on, since I'm the one who's playing this. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested, it was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. You know, we've done some questionable things like kick in the door and then run off and stuff like that. But he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You can see that thumbs up. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, at 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. A little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. You know, like some Star Wars stuff. Or Game of Thrones. Except without the lewd parts. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely, or else I'll get very angry, and then you don't get any Christmas presents this year. Yeah, that's right, I'm Santa Claus. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
So I got Ken Wright, I got Larry Butt, and Mia Fey. It's Larry B. Butts. Is the T silent? The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct! I wasn't sure you were gonna get that one. I really wanted to yell at someone today. Oh well, better do it to my 40-year-old son. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Whew. I know this one. Glad I read the case report, cover to cover so many times. Wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here! Ken, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? Why, yes, Mia. You keep your bosom intact. You don't even know the victim's name? Maybe. Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button and to check it at any time. Press the earn button and to check it at any time, okay? So I have my attorney's badge. And I have Cindy's autopsy. The time of death, is on July 31st. There's 4 p.m., around 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death? Death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Jesus Christ. So then we have everyone here. We have Mia Fey, age 27. A chief attorney at Fey & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney, and a very sexy defense attorney. I do things on my own. Larry Butts, age 23. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22. Really? You guys are gonna see like a lot of names. They're just gonna be like, wow. The victim in this case, a model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, age 52, a prosecutor, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. I just did, Mia.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Cindy Block. Cinder Block. It is Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Good! Dang it, I really wanted to yell at him today. Oh well, I'll just do it to my wife back home. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Poison, hit with a blunt object, or strangled. Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct! You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you, for now.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, as the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker, sir. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. And evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Make sure he doesn't smell. I have a very sensitive nose.
Chief? What do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Mary gets excited easily. This could be bad. Yeah, what's up?
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
What? Where'd you get that information? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyways?
Mr. Butts, what you described is usually what we mean by dumped. Not taking a dump, though. Oh, getting dumped. Not dumped on, just dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you. She was seeing other men. She just returned overseas with one of them, the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! 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 All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it!
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Are we sure about that?
Dude, no way.
Like Zoinks, man. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies, quote-unquote. Daddy's? Sugar? Oh, man. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! You can clearly see what kind of woman and this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Oh, right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? I think so. It's pretty clear. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Ugh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah. I'm gonna get to the bottom of all this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Jesus Christ.
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? We need all the information from court. I'm not gonna win this if I do. If I don't. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. What of it, man?
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. Gotta still eat my Scooby snacks. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness?
A man who found the victim's body. That's before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh God, it was my dad, wasn't it?
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please...
I'm sorry.
Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Oh, I totally didn't murder anyone.
Mr. Sawit, now you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Like now, tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Go on.
Witness testimony. Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock. But the time of death, right there, the time of death was 4 to 5 o'clock. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sought used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout, for your, per usual. A blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. But she died around 4 to 5 p.m. And the guy said it was at 1 o'clock. Blackout record added to the court record.
Now, Mr. Wright, I had to tell you, if you start lying to me, you will be Mr. Wrong.
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination. No, not something lewd, you idiots.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right?
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony.
Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Remember what I said about that being ammunition? Well, I wasn't lying. Stop staring at my chest. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Open the court record with the R1 button, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Okay, so I'm going to save. And change that to low. Okay, so if you guys in the comments can figure out what any of these witnesses, if they are lying or not, please keep it in the comments. And so I need to figure this out on my own. But it's okay if you guys want to join in too. You talk amongst yourselves and see what could be the defining evidence that makes this case either go in my way or Mr. Payne's way. Also, I will be giving voices to all the characters because I love this game. I love this game way too much not to. Otherwise, yes, that'll be all. I forgot what else I was gonna say. So, let's do this. You guys know the gist of this? Let's get moving. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. You know that feeling when you just see somebody on the street and they're looking strange, but you don't know if they're actually strange. But then you're curious. Yes, because we're all humans. Yeah, that's what I meant. So that is what I meant, definitely. Nothing else about murder. Yes, murder. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. Can I go home yet? The defense request is that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that he saw the man. The man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was half open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see. And what happened next? Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Oh god, I gave Mr. Payne's voice. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead! Who gave you the idea to do that? I mean, like, it's kind of breaking and entering. Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? Are you saying that you're not human? You climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked in the apartment. Then, what happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought to call the police immediately.
You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Why use a public phone? You see, I don't have a cell phone. And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Ah, right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Yes, it does, Miss Sexy. The co-defense. Present some evidence to contradict him. You found a body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Yes, just slapping my hand against this paper. Bad paper. Bad. Been a bad paper, haven't you? The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After this testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mrs. Salt, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? You see, now I'm becoming the detective of this case.
Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. And that's all you had to do, point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was off 3 hours. It was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program.
Oh, come on, Judge.
It's all right. You may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
Do I?
I've got this one. Probably. Probably not. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that the time. It was probably coming from the television. Are you sure it was the television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right, I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time.
Objection!
Hold it right there! The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. Let me just slap my paper, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well...
The defense has a point. You have any explanation for this, Mr. Sart?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sart, are you lying?
No, definitely not.
The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
And you seem rather...
Oh, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sart. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. This time be accurate or else. No Christmas presents.
Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock? I guess I would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock. So I'm gonna do this, hold it. The table clock. Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it. And I'm really old, and for some reason I can't put two and two together.
The murder weapon? The table clock. Yes, the table clock was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Huh? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It. Or should I say Mr. Murder? Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Your neck is a switch. If you just tilt it, it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So you're stupid. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony?
Do I have any problems? Yeah, I do have a problem with this testimony. How could he hear the time? Because you need to tilt ahead and then it says the time out loud. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in this witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. That too. Yet the witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
I don't know. But indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove that you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court! No Christmas presents for the jury. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left you must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon and spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look at the clock. I heard. No, I saw. Ugh, disgusting. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her. And he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
Order! Order in the court, I say!
Your Honor, a moment, please. I need to go to the bathroom. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright!
Your Honor?
You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw heard was definitely his clock. In fact, which is simply clear if you try sounding the clock. Checking the clock's battery. Okay, so if you see the gauge in the top right, that's basically like how many objections I could have. If I don't do it right, I'll lose objections. I will lose objections. So try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker after all.
So we've had the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw had heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawett, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running in 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it! I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No Christmas presents!
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawett.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawett. Chief! Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. Thinking outside the box. Don't waste time in doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Okay, give me a second to think on this. If you guys have it in the comments, discuss it amongst yourselves. You gotta think, why would the clock be 3 hours slow? Why would the clock... She came home... Wait a second. She arrived home from Paris. She arrived home on Paris. Paris time is different from... Thinks. Oh my god, I'm sorry I'm having such a hard time with this. Yes, Paris time, wait. Paris time is 3 hours slower than, is 3 hours slower, so. That's it. Yes, it's It's the only accusation that I have. I'm gonna save right here. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. It's 9 hours ahead. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Me stupid. It wasn't 3 hours. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Order, I say! Well, this case certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly.
It took me a while.
And find the true culprit at the same time.
It was all because of my spiky hair, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Oh my God, I'm saved! I can go back to school!
And with that, this court is adjourned. Get out of here, stupid kids.
Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and could see when the people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim had returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Phew. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. I think I'm even more attracted to you now than I was before. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I seen a trial end in such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. She's glad. Imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now?
Aw, Nick.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no! I mean, bad! Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed.
But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. I only have Scoob and the gang left.
Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Oh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Or movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. Present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool, man.
Don't that just make you want to cry?
Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, think of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
Really, I am. Thanks.
I hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Now let's go on that date. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? Oh, ho, ho, ho! Oh. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, or maybe over drinks? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. A brand new episode has been added. I'm sorry I'm skipping this for right now, but I don't want to. You'll have to see it later. Don't look! It's spoilers. I want to show you, you guys. So, I'm going to go to Trials and Tribulations. Turnabout Memories. This is basically like the origin story of, like, Phoenix Wright. How did I get into this mess? Why? Why did I do that? That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, that's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! It wasn't me. I didn't. I didn't do it! 5 years earlier, Mia Fey, second trial. April 11th, 9:40 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Phew. It's finally time. I'm kinda nervous. Ahem! Oh, Mr. Grossberg. Good morning.
Aw, Mia. Please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know.
What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed.
Go, my Lapples. You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. It's just, I'm so nervous today.
Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, isn't it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I'm Marvin Grossberg and I'm at your service. In more ways than one. I'm going to get fired, aren't I?
So, I'm going to save it right here. But I'm going to have to leave it here for now. Well, why? Because I want to save this for the next time. I hope that you got, that you guys basically, you know, tune in and, you know, slam that like button down and that subscribe button, and so that we can go into more cases with Phoenix Wright. Hey, next time it's gonna be Turnabout Memories. I hope to see you next time. This has been from me to you, Ken33. I'll see you later.